everybody, it's Rox and I'm coming to you today with the review for Basketball Wives Season 4, the reunion part 1. So let's get to the show. Alright you guys, so here we go with the reunion. It's sort of a downer because everybody looks like they don't really want to be there. Folks look quite miserable, so the atmosphere is sort of just like, ugh. Then of course we've got to, deal with the bitch that is better known as John Salley. Let me just say at the beginning of this video that I do not like John Salley as the host, and I don't know why they continue to get him. I mean, I get the fact that he's a basketball player and everything, but somebody else will do better than him. Really anybody. He's too opinionated and he kind of imposes his views on the women, and that's fine to an extent, but to me he kind of is snarky with it, and he's sort of like a bitch when he says things to people, and I guess he's trying to be funny, but it just sort of comes off as him kind of picking on the girls. So I don't like John Salley being the host. Plus, he looked a little bit like a slee stack. Wasn't that the slee stack with the one eye right here? I'm telling you, if he had one eye in the middle of his head, he'd be dead on it. John Salley introduces everybody, and everybody comes out and gets seated. And then we look up, and Jen is, sitting backstage with Raquan, waiting to find out if he the goddamn baby daddy or something. I was like, what the fuck is this, Mari? Why is she sitting backstage? So you guys can't contain yourselves for however many hours it takes to film this reunion, and you in front of a live damn audience, and shit should have been cooled down a little bit by now. Y'all can't control yourselves. We actually have to have this sort of split, Jen backstage, everybody, I was just over it. I was just like, okay, everybody getting on my nerves. John Salley asked Evelyn if she thought that it was a good idea that Jennifer stayed backstage, and Evelyn was just like, yeah, because bitch don't feel like jumping over this damn stage in her damn $4,500 Louboutins. Yeah, maybe she need to stay backstage. Immediately, you guys, we put the disclaimer out there. Shani goes on to explain her role as executive producer and as a cast member. Everyone is human. Everybody has their faults. Even though the show shows a lot of bad, there is some good that they show, and Shani went on to point out that, the girls had a mammogram, and, her daughters had the birthday party with B2K. I mean, with, what's the name of them boys? Mindless behavior. Can you guys picture Raz B and all the rest of them trying to have a damn party with Shani's kids? Boy, that would be a fucking disaster. If this is the only 2 times of positivity that you can think of out of 14 fucking shows, I mean, the show been on for, what, 3.5 months, and you come up with somebody getting their damn titties mashed between 2 plates and a party with some kids, like, that ain't really saying too much for your show, Shani. Shit, a mammogram is a necessary thing. That ain't no shit that's positive. I mean, we gotta do it. Is that what we would use as an example of positive television? I mean, hey, I enjoyed my mammogram, I must say, was quite enjoyable. It was actually real nice, y'all. Nasty. Shani says that, I think we all on the same page. We done all sat down with the cast and Shed Media and VH1, and, we gonna put some positive shit out. We gonna put some smart shit out. 3 pumps for the smart shit. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Smart shit. So after showing Kenya's piss poor version of, I guess it was Ring the Alarm, I don't know what she was doing, some sort of, slithering and hopping around in some room with a light, and it was pitiful, y'all. John Salley asked Kenya if she feels like she's too old to be, trying to become this big whatever kind of singer. I don't know if it's R&B or pop or, rock. I'm not really sure what it is. And Kenya's like, there's no limitation on dreams, and I feel like if you really want something, that you go after it. You cannot allow yourself or anybody else to limit you, and that's all fine and good. There are no limitations to dreams, and there's things that we dream that we want for ourselves that, yeah, you put your mind to it, you can do it. But there is a time restraint on certain shit that you can do as a singer, okay? If you don't believe me, ask Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton is a perfect example of somebody who's too fucking old to really be up there doing, the shit that Beyonce's and the Rihanna's do now. Toni Braxton is very sexy to me. I think that she still has sex appeal, but The young kid's not checking for Tony. Tony can't get up there with, even if she might try to put on a leotard and all that. Really, it don't mean that you're supposed to have it on, okay, y'all? Older girls, I want y'all to know that just because they got a 5'7", that don't mean that we supposed to go in there and buy some fucking neon net shirt and some fucking Daisy Dukes and put on some tennis shoes with it and think that it's okay. It's no time or place for an old ass bitch in a young ass outfit. It's the same thing with Kenya and her thing. She needs to find her spot because I don't think Kenya's that old, but she hasn't gotten established enough to really be in that kind of mode. So by the time she gets to the point where she wants to be, she probably gonna be too old for all that shit. Alright, you guys, nothing but the same here. Kesha don't like the way that Tami approached her, asking her if she was white and, all of that. Tami says if you hadn't been bumping your goddamn gums to everybody and came to me with how you felt, then we probably would have had a different result. Now, I don't know if you believe that, but I don't believe that. Tami is not really the approachable type. Like, if I'm a scary kind of, non-confrontational type of person, Tami is the last person that I'm fixing to come up to and tell them how I feel. So, Tami said that, yeah, girl, ain't nobody fixing to come up. You ain't nobody to know what the hell you might do. I know Tami has this thing about she don't want people talking behind her back and everything. Like, it always kills me that she feels that everybody has to, walk on fucking eggshells or bow to her in a certain type of way. I mean, folks do what they want to do. But anyway, you guys, Tami decides to apologize for how she attacked Kesha when they were in Tahiti. She didn't apologize for what she said. She only apologized for how. So I guess the fact that she was staring the bitch down and was all up in her face and all of that, she wished she would have did a different approach. They agreed that they don't like each other. Or actually, I guess Tami said that they don't like each other. You don't like me, I don't like you. Kesha didn't really say too much. Her whole time she was on the show, her face looked like she had a goddamn glass of lemon juice. She was so sour. Then John Salley goes on to tell Tami that he's proud of her, that her anger management seems to be paying off. The fuck show he been watching for the last goddamn 4 months? He really thinks that Tami is making strides in her anger management? Tell me where. Please tell me where, you guys. Tami goes on right along with him. She's proud of herself and the strides that she's making and her anger management and what a blessing it is. And I was just like, the bitch just told us like in the season that she didn't feel like it was helping at all. And I know people have I want to give Tami a chance to change, but which one is it, Tami? Is the shit working or is it not working? Talking to some damn therapist. They ain't talking to no fucking therapist. They talking to their PR people, okay? The PR people is their damn therapist, telling them what to say, how to feel, how to be in front of everybody else. That shit ain't no therapy. They show the fight with Evelyn and Kenya, and Evelyn is wilding out, throwing bottles and all of this. I laughed because it brought back memories of Loose Holgate. John Salley asked Evelyn how does she feel about that moment, and of course she says that she's not proud of herself. Yeah, I do believe that Evelyn is embarrassed by how she acted because it's been a really bad backlash. I mean, from when that show aired, she felt it. Sometimes we just need to have our eyes opened and let us know that shit ain't really gonna work like that. So I'm fine with Evelyn saying that she needs to be a better example for her children, even though she did say the very next episode after that happened that she don't give a fuck that she got a child, and she she'll do it again. Basically, she can throw bottles if she fucking feel like it. She gives a fuck. She's not a role model. So I'm just pointing out what she said. I don't know what to believe, y'all, but I'm telling you, them PR people, they is really making their money off of these girls. Evelyn and Jenn. It's the same thing. This is the thing that annoys me about reunion shows, because we just going over, rehashing. And if we ain't rehashing the issue over and over and over again, this is the one that we done did too many damn times, okay? We really didn't even need to talk about it on the reunion. But of course, they talk about Evelyn and Jenn's beef. Evelyn feels like Jenn is all in the blogs and doing interviews and is the one that's keeping everything going. And she can't figure out for the life of her why Jenn wants to keep on talking about what goes on the shows. Like, it happens, you move the fuck on. You ain't got to be getting everybody involved and telling folks and calling police and you know, I still can't get with that mentality, because, you know, if you attack me, I'm going to make it my mission to make you look bad. So I don't really know why they don't understand it that way, but you know, whatever. Then they bring up the Nia thing, and you guys know that Evelyn is just like, you guys don't realize that Nia was a friend to Jennifer. She helped her when her assets was frozen and she didn't have anywhere to stay, and you know, she was staying at her house and letting her have the key, and she was taking the ferry to her place, and you know, all of this. And you know, she was just saying that we didn't know that she wasn't just our assistant. Well, I had understood that just fine, because Jennifer did say that that was her friend, that she was in her wedding, and you know, Jennifer made that clear. So I don't know why Evelyn thinks that we didn't get that, but I got that. Didn't you get that? Okay, we got that, right? All right. What that basically is that Nia was there for Jennifer, you know, during her time of need, and then when Jennifer got back up on her feet, she kind of dropped Nia like a hot rock. Now, is that right? No, it's not right, but you know, shit like that happens, you know, and it's unfortunate. But why Evelyn all up in Nia's business, I really don't know. That really should have just been between Jennifer and Nia. In the meantime, while Evelyn is saying what she's saying, Jennifer is backstage going the fuck off, because she's mad at what Evelyn's saying, obviously. And I'm thinking, like, stupid ass, we can't hear you. If you'd have brought your black ass out onto the damn stage, then maybe we would be able to hear what you said. But since you have all these issues with being in the same room with everybody, then, you know, you sit back there and you mouth off to whoever it is you mouthing off camera. I guess Jen can't take it no more, because all of a sudden here she come. Now she come out, and I'm just going to assume that they put her with these two little bodyguards, and they was awful tiny, like they look like Vinny in The Situation from Jersey Shore. Fuck, I don't fight, and I think I can fuck them up if I really had to. Like, what was they there for? So Jen gets out there, you guys, and Jen is on a mission to defend herself. Everybody kind of jumps on Jen. Tammy tells her that, you know, in the past however many seasons, you've bullied people, or you've been a, you know, part of the posse that was bullying whoever was being bullied at the time, and now all of a sudden you this advocate, you this poster child for being bullied, and how you won't stand for it, but you used to do it. And I think that's the argument that we have for everybody on this show. They all used to do shit, and now they, you know, want to act like they don't do it no more. You know, Evelyn used to not like people that didn't have money, and you know, she felt like she was so much better, and you know, she talked about people that didn't have the right hair and the right clothes, and now all of a sudden she's the advocate for Nia. So what is the difference? Shani goes on to say, like, Jennifer, I want everybody here to grow, and we all want everybody to be successful, and you know, I don't hate the fact that you have friends and that you've moved on with your life, and you know, that I want everything good to happen for everybody on the show. And I was just looking at that shit like, we ain't even gonna bring up the Royce situation, because you don't even acknowledge that Royce exists. Okay, but let's get off Royce. Let's just keep it on Jennifer. The whole season they talked about the fact that Jennifer had new friends, and you know, that she's, you know, a part of this whole elite group, and you know, they always have had a problem with the fact that she's moved on. For whatever reason that she's done it, they've had a problem with it. Now, don't get up here on the stage and all of a sudden act like you don't, you know, you don't care that she has new friends. Yes, you do care, or at least you acted like you did, because it's bothering Evelyn so much, and maybe you were just going along with Evelyn. So then Jennifer has to go into defense mode. When I was going through my divorce, I did have to take a step back, and you know, I kind of cut myself off from people because I was going through a lot. A marriage that is crumbling is emotionally draining. You know, no matter how fucked up the marriage was, you were in a marriage, and it's, you know, it's a union that's coming apart. So I mean, I could understand what Jennifer was saying. She found out that Evelyn was mad about the whole chat thing, you know, what she said on the radio or the blog or whatever she said. And so, you know, Jennifer was like, I tried to reach out to Evelyn over the break that we had and, you know, talk to her about it. And she didn't want to talk to me. Evelyn was admitted that, you're right, I didn't feel like talking about it at that time. And, you know, this friendship looked like it then broke up over some shit that was heard and not even really necessarily said. Now the horse's mouth is trying to come to you and tell you exactly what's what, and you don't want to hear it. You know, Jennifer was like, nobody tried to talk to me when I needed the support. You know, when I was going through my divorce, I felt like I was alone. And then Tammy was like, oh, wait a minute, bitch, wait a minute. Because I know I got in touch with you because I was trying to tell you exactly what you was going to need to do in a divorce. How to file for food stamps, where to get your wig on the low, the best damn beers on the line, because you ain't going to be able to be affording wine no more. Jen was like, you know, yeah, Tammy did kind of reach out. But otherwise, why do I have to be trying to take care of everybody? Shit, I'm going through some shit too. Like, do I get a pass for You know, the fact that I'm stressed out over motherfucking divorce that I'm going through. I agree with Jennifer. It's like, we can't be babysitting what the fuck is going on with y'all when we got our own shit going on. And I would think that as friends, maybe you guys could understand that. Then you guys what threw me all the way off is all of a sudden John Salley says that they're going to take a lie detector. And I was like, what is we taking a lie detector test for? Like, for real, are we about to start getting into who fucked who? Because I really don't care. I really don't want to know who did what. Like, I don't even think that's the issue. The issue is this is a friendship, a 14-year friendship that has gone down the drain. Us keep on going over who the fucked who and with no condom. You know, it's just like, what that got to do with anything? Y'all, Royce's shoes was horrible. I was waiting for her to click her heels 3 times and she was going to end up back on the fucking mothership with George Clinton and Bootsy. Jen's makeup was giving me the blues. I know that we like to highlight the death, and we got Kim Kardashian to thank for that. But y'all know that when you put the highlights on, you got to have some dark, some shadows that's contouring, that's supposed to bring your face, you know, give it some dimension. And Jennifer looked like somebody threw a fucking bag of flour at her face. Evelyn is a beautiful girl, okay? We're gonna admit that, okay? Her makeup looked very nice and her hair looked very nice. But 1998 called and said they want their motherfucking skirt back. Y'all, I'm telling you, I wore that exact same skirt to my fucking 10-year high school reunion. And I know how she felt, because you couldn't tell Rocky nothing with her skirt on, okay? And that skirt, Now, I don't know where she found that skirt. I really want to say she found it in the back of her goddamn closet. It wasn't working for me. Now, she's got a wonderful body, so she was able to pull it off. But that, you know, that half shirt and the skirt with the slits, I was just like, no, baby. Susie got braces, y'all. Did y'all notice? Susie got braces, and she cut her hair, and she dyed her hair. So I was just like, okay, Susie, I see you, girl. Improvements. That's what we talking about, y'all. Improvements. Susie said, you motherfuckers are not going to be talking about me and my list for much longer. The audience was killing me. I don't know if the editing was, I just gonna blame it on the editing. I thought the editing was bad because a lot of times the reactions of the audience ain't had shit to do with nothing that was going on the show. Like, you know, they would be laughing or clapping and ain't shit said nothing. And what about the time when Jennifer came out on stage and John Salley was like, you know, Jennifer, did you feel like you needed to come out on stage to defend yourself? And, you know, she was just like, it is what it is. And they was like, oh. I was like, what the fuck she said for y'all to be doing all of that? That VH1, no, they wrong. They really don't like Jennifer. They don't like Jennifer, and they was going to try to make her look as bad as they could. I don't know if you guys have heard, well, I'm sure you guys have all heard by now that Tammy, we found out that Tammy was lying when she said that she had the transcripts of the interview that Jamie Foster Brown did with Jennifer when she was talking about Evelyn. Okay, well, that didn't really happen. Jamie Foster Brown came out immediately after that episode aired and said the shit was off the record. I did not have any transcripts. Tammy never got them, and because of that, the bitch done lost her job. So she got fired from her advice column that she had with Sister Sister magazine. This is kind of how I think about this whole situation. Susie also said right after that episode aired that she didn't have anything to do with Kesha, with telling Tammy what Kesha said. That really got pushed under the rug. Nobody really said too much about it, but she did put that on Twitter. I believe her. I believe her, you guys. Now, I don't like Susie either, and Susie has done some real foul shit, but Susie has always kind of owned up to the shit that she has done. And you guys remember, if you go back on that episode and watch when Tammy was like, and Susie, you did the right thing. Susie's face was kind of like, what? I thought that she was just feeling kind of scared. But now when I look back and think about it, I really feel like Susie was just like, bitch, I ain't told you nothing about no damn Kesha and what she said. And it was also weird that Tammy would say that. Like, say that out loud to Susie, but didn't say it to Kesha. Like, Susie told me what the fuck you said, because that's what they always usually do. They usually are good to tell who's told them what. I felt like Tammy found that information out on the low, like from a producer or somebody in the camera crew or something. And I really didn't feel like Susie told her. And I feel like Tammy threw Susie under the bus, because we all know that Susie is scared of every fucking body on that show. And Susie is not really going to speak up about it any more than she already did. So I feel like Tammy kind of used her to make it look like Susie told her, because Susie is always such the damn scapegoat anyway. So why not just put one more thing on her? I really don't think Susie told her. What do you guys think? All right, y'all, that's it. Part 2 is next week, and I'm sure it's going to be more of the same bullshit. And then we're going to start on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta next, the following week, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm just looking forward to starting a whole new show with a whole new cast and, you know, new people to get to know or not like or whatever. I'm just kind of ready to just move on to something else. And then I was also trying to decide what else I want to do for my channel, you guys, because like I want to try to average 3 videos a week, and right now with the review and then with my top of the blogs, that's 2, and I need 1 more video to do. So you guys give me some suggestions, like, you know, I'm gonna do my It's Real with It Rox sex talk kind of videos every now and then. I won't do those regularly because, you know, I can't be giving out all my secrets. Those will be occasional, but I do need to have something else that's regular. So you guys just kind of give me some suggestions. You guys want me to, I mean, do you guys, I mean, just tell me what y'all think, because Sister Mine is like real, you know, I can't think. And that's it. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. And everything else I do will be in the bottom bar below. Okay? All right. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.